officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-opening opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
I remember when Alan Lazard came out of Iowa State, many questioned his speed and wondered if he could separate from defenders downfield. He got pressed into action in the middle of last year due to injury for Green Bay and wound up 2nd on the team in receiving yards as he developed and got better each and every week. Remember that Monday night game against the Bears, partner? A late touchdown and a big comeback victory.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long to see if they can continue that in future drives.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. On first and 10, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Kenny Clark in on the stop.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Cousins. As he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up second and 8.
8 yards to go on second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun, Rodgers able to find Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
First down, Packers.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down.
First down. It's Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Hendricks in on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Devontae Adams.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Not much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taylor now returning it. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen's hauling it in from Rodgers. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Well, he got the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. He's going to rifle one deep and got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
First down, Packers.
From the gun, Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Green Bay.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Come on! 23 yards on the play.
And a Packer first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Going for the deep ball. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To Jefferson on a slant. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before. The first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to swing this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Packers.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Jones has it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And down to the 15.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Fielded in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
The 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give. This is Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 37 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And it's third down.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
A gain of 4 yards.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A second down throw for Cousins. A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The 34-yard.
A first down throw for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And there is Sam sharp at the 20.
possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Joe Schobert.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Dillon. Just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2. At the 42-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Packers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.